going on, guys? It is Donodox here, and welcome back to the Western Roman Empire for Total War Attila. We're back in the action, and we've actually got a battle to fight here. Now, actually, I'm going to fight this. Now, there's a big reason why I'm going to fight this. One, you want a cool battle to start off with. And number two is, all resolving it, I can do a lot better than what it says I'm going to lose. So, yes, I outnumbered them, and they are attacking my city. So, what we are going to do is we're going to fight this battle. So, let's get right into it. So, welcome back, guys. We are a little bit further in the campaign because I forgot to start recording. But basically, we're getting attacked by the Armenians, and they are on their way to destroy things. Now, this could be full retreat back to Italy because I've seen a lot of armies closing in. It's turn 5 currently, actually, on the game. And, well, things are not looking great. Let's put it this way. Now, I was thinking of going the easy way out and restarting, but then I said, nah, come on, Will. This is the whole point of this campaign. You're meant to fight tooth and nail for everything, and that is what I'm going to do. Now, just to let you know, guys, any small battles that are so useless and so pointless, but I am still going to fight them, but I'm going to cut them out for you guys because I'm a generous person, and unless you want to see me just randomly try and defend a whole army, then obviously let me know in the comments, and I'll leave them in future videos. But for this one, we're going to leave it out. Not this battle. This battle's going to be fun. It's a fair fight. So, we're actually going to get ourselves set up into a pseudo on the bridge here. Now, deployables remaining, it says 22. I currently have a mod on that somehow gives me more deployables. Now, I don't want to disable this in case of corruption. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 of everything here, just so it's a little bit fairer. Because I noticed there's just a bit too much here. I only noticed it the other day. So yeah, this is the sort of setup I'm going for. We're gonna have our swords guarding this entrance. We're gonna have our spears guarding this entrance. We actually have more units this time for our other battles that we're gonna be fighting. Don't move them. They need to be like that. Perfect. Right, so we want to set up our spears to be able to just behind the line so they can fire their spears. Archers are also behind the line as well. Right, I'm probably gonna defend this side with a bunch of spears as well because they're probably gonna try and come around with a cav this way to pseudo there. Our cavalry, we got a lot of cavalry, so just go control 1 for cavalry and set them up there like so. What is my other cavalry unit doing? Why? Oh yes, it's locked. By the way, to unlock your group, guys, just click Control G and it will unlock the group so you can get everything sorted. So they're coming from this side with 1 army. Like I said, I didn't have to fight this, but I'm only fighting it because I wanted a fun battle. Okay. Sometimes you need a little fun battle to let off some steam, and that's what I'm doing. Little fun battle. If I lose this battle, it will be embarrassing. I can't see it in any situation where I would lose this battle, but you know, you never know. You absolutely never know. Let's get some swords behind the spears. I guess just leave those there as like the rest of it, really. Like these spears and these swords, they're all just reserves, so just make sure they're in a position to help either end if things go badly. Basically. But that's pretty much it. Let's start the battle. So the deployables of Attila is 2 each. So what I'm going to do is they do have a little bit of cav, don't they? Or do they? No, I don't think they do. So there's no point in using them. Fireball could be cool. So we'll use a fireball. We'll put that set up there like that. Actually, 1 of each might be fairer, I'd say. I really should disable this mod, but I'm scared that it's going to have some issues. Yeah, we'll use that many deployables. If I might disable the mod and see if it's fine on it, but I'm going to save it first, obviously, and not load the campaign. And if it comes up red, then we know why. But yeah, let's start the battle anyway. So they should head into defensive mode. There we go, nice. Now we just have to wait for them to approach. So the reason I want to fight this is because I feel like I could get a lot more out of it by fighting this than I could auto-resolve. Auto-resolve in Attila is weird. I feel like it's never in your favour. Even though it should be. It's not. Tower's going to do some work first of all. Then, of course, what I'm trying to do is I'm luring their cavalry over here, so it's a favourable fight. Also, a good little note with cav units, if you're playing Attila. Try not to go near fences and stuff, because it really affects your cav movement, I'd say. Alright, so what I'm going to do is line up, and then I'm just going to charge this cav unit, and I'm going to gun it down so fast it won't even have a chance to do anything. So I'm going to run into them. We're going to see this charge in action, of course. They are throwing some hits off. Very nice. Good charge. And then if you have a look at the little stat bar here, yep, they're dropping, and I'm winning. So let's just keep that how that is. Yep, they are now taking away my stuff. That was always going to happen. And I've got my line ready for when they do approach. There are going to be bigger and better battles ahead, of course. This one is going to be very straightforward. But, of course, one thing I have noticed with my videos, sometimes I lack the battles. And that happened in one of my campaigns with the High Elves. And I had to get one in. And you guys loved me for it, to put an extra, just to put a battle in. Even though it was so one-sided. Because it was interesting to watch. And I know some people prefer the battle side of Total War, so I've got to be fair to everyone here in that regard. Anyway, we're going to charge in now with our horsemen on the archers. Well, they're slingers, aren't they? Right. Oh, we're missing a charge here, but they're charging into my line fire. Is that Cav? That is Cav. We should probably send in some spares then, if that's a lot of Cav coming. Bring in the spares. Do I have fire arrows? They can always be useful here. Flaming shot. There we go. Yeah, but we're slaughtering down their infantry. Their Germanic hunters is what they're called. We need to be careful with spears, but this might not be a bad idea. Get the cav out, actually. Get the cav out. If we can settle behind and charge into the back here, we could really not have that many casualties at all. But defensive Testudos normally do pretty well. I am making sure that the cav can't flank round the back there, as you can see. You know what? I do love Attila. I feel like it's very nicely done, the maps. The city maps are great. They're very nice, choke pointy, which is what you want. And obviously you can swing siege battles really easily in your favour. So what I'm going to do now is go directly for their general with a charge. Cancel the charge, we will charge directly into spearmen. This is another thing as well. You need to be careful. Make sure he's on guard mode and he's not gonna chase, because we don't want him to chase.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
They do tend to be naturally on guard mode though, so it should be fine. Right, so I noticed some cavs coming back, but that's about it. Right, what we want to do is avoid the spears. So to do that, very simple. Move the cavalry around the back here and go for it that way. What I'm gonna do, I really wish I didn't put that barricade up now, because that's not helping me. Now, as you notice, not much is going on here, because these guys are just holding, right? They're holding really well. Let's get some more shots off with the spears. Flaming arrows are helping, not going to lie. Okay. Archers defenseless. This is an opportunity. Send in the cav. Look at this cinematic. See the cav walking that way. Here they come. Drop him. There you go. Another cool charge. And just like that, we murdered some archers. Now what I'm going to do, because this is probably a good idea right now, as they're facing the other way, and this would sort out the problem forever, is quickly charge into the back of these spears while their backs turn. This is the best opportunity. Got to be careful of this, but I think I should be okay. This will cause panic in the back of their ranks, because look, there's cav behind them, and there's a testudo in front of them. They're not going to last long here, see? I don't even have to worry, because there's not that many spears, so they should just start to run. They don't know what to do anymore, they're just running, they're not even attacking my troops. Now what you want to do is you want to wait until, obviously, these guys fall. You don't want to wait for the white flags. The white flags are key here. Yes. Keeping the health of your cavalry. Very important in Total War as well, just to keep an eye on your units. Because sooner or later, they're going to start faltering. Right, they should be dying. Right, they're fine, they've both routed. If they get the white flag, they do not come back, by the way. Something to note in Attila. There's two different types of routing. There's this sort of routing, where they still have the icon, which means they will come back if they're not interrupted. And there's the other one, which is the full white flag, which they will just not want to fight anymore. They've basically given up. Nothing you can exploit in Attila, which you can't in other games. And now we've opened that side, all of these units are going to come down and face the general. Never mind. There's more to deal with. But yeah. Right, they retreating. Now, same again. Into the back of these guys. They're not facing me. They're facing the other way, so go into them. Put the defensive testudo back on.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Bring these guys back. I don't know what they're doing, charging straight out.
Double time.
Now, for some reason, the cav are stuck. But it looks like it's going to be enough anyway. They're starting to rout. As you can see, they're routing. I knew this was an easy fight. But, you know, it was cool to do this battle just to see what would happen. And now they're just running for their lives. They're not fully routing yet. They're just routing, should I say. Right, where's our general? Now, the best way to deal with this sort of problem is just to make sure that these guys don't come back with the cavalry. Which I feel like cav is a bit broken in this game.
Are losing their advantage.
Yep, they're now going to take down all of their archers over here. Make short work of them. Spears, run. See any spears, you just run. In fact, go into the back of the general. Sod it. Let's finish them off for good. Here they come. And that
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
should about do it. Goodbye. There you go.
Their general has fallen. Our victory grows ever nearer.
And that's victory. And then what you do is
Yours.
Cav 1, attack. Cav 2, attack. Cav 3, attack. There you go. And we just murder them down now. And there you go, guys. Nice, easy siege battle to start the day off, eh? Not too hard, eh? But yes, what I'm going to be planning on doing, for mostly the majority over Christmas and New Year, before Warhammer 3 comes out, is I'm going to have one historic series running and one Warhammer series running as a Total War fix. There will, of course, be other series that are not Total War related, like Doom will still be continuing, and, you know, other new games like Dying Light 2 coming out as well in February. Minecraft, I have not decided yet if there's going to be another series of Minecraft, but, like I said, if you guys want Minecraft, do let me know in the comments below, and I will carry it on. Right, end the battle. And there we go, decisive victory for the Romans. Easy. And look at that. I feel like we did more damage to them fighting that than we would have with the auto-resolve. Still lost 959 men. Yeah, that was probably due to those cavalry kills, though. Woo, those cavalry kills. Yeah, take on warriors. So yeah, like I said, we're getting attacked by a lot of shit. We know this is all normal. We are going to lose this land. But again, I'm going to fight it and see what I can do. This is kind of what this episode's going to be. Trying to hold back the Armenians. The ALAMANS? How the flip do you pronounce that? ALAMANS? I'll go with ALAMANS. We go with ALAMANS? Before you all laugh, I have dyslexia. So my reading is never really up to scratch. But yeah, ALAMANS. I guess they're called ALAMANS? Okay. Okay. Wait, they have Onager. They have an Onager. Right, that changes thing. Onager normally means very dangerous and hard to kill, sort of thing. But yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Onager. Okay. Not a bad city, actually. Only a couple of entrances to deal with, so... What is up with Attila? Right, get those spread out. There we go. Defensive testudo. That's one. Control one. Just so we make sure we don't move him out of position. The only issue I have with Attila is the pathfinding a bit. But once you get that sorted, guess that's fine. That's the fucking general. We probably don't want to use the general. Okay, that's perfect. Defensive testudo. And then, of course, we barricade this side with a bunch of archers. Get them to fire down. Perfect. Right. Then some cohorts. I suggest just defend the end. They're going to crash? No, no. Those are going to crash then. Alright, guys. I know what's going on. This is a little trick you guys can use if you ever have problems with Attila. Find Attila, press set efficiency and kill one core. Trust me, it works like an absolute king for some reason. Now, they still are going to break through this barricade, and once they do, we'll have swords at the ready in a shield wall. And then we got some other swords, which will also guard this entrance. Then I feel like we're going to have to set our archers up on the walls to deal some damage to this side. Checking the back for no other. These walls can't be breached, by the way. You can't break them down or anything. It's really cool setup, actually, in that regard. Let's set up, again, another shield wall. Keep the general in at least the proximity of our troops so they can fight better. And I don't know why we got Cav in the center, because we got to take out an Onager. So, where is the Onager? Onager, where are you, Onager? Right, the Onager is here. So, this is very simple what we can do, actually. Ooh, they might decide to go the bridge way around. This works for me pretty well. If we send our Cav over the bridge and swing around... Oh, no, never mind. Do not send them over the bridge. They'll never get back. I guess we're going to try and hide them. I don't know where we're going to hide it. Ooh, there is a tree line here, but it's a bit too close. There's trees here. If we run our Cav into these trees, they won't see. I mean, the visibility with the mist is not great, but yeah, it should be fine, I guess. Right, we're set up anyway, aren't we? Pretty much. That's all we can do. Start the battle. So if this, like I said, I'll do this battle because it's kind of cool. You know, the odds are not in our favor. But ridiculous battles where I'm just trying to waver them down, I probably, yeah.
This we cannot allow. That is why we hold these walls to the last gasp. Make ready.
Okay. Good speech. I love the testudo. I do feel sorry for the front line, though.
The enemy approaches.
Here they come. Right, let's speed this up, obviously, because, you know, they are just approaching. Right, get into the trees. Okay, they're sending a Cav over again. That's good. We like that. We want the Cav. We want to get them in a position that we can, like, lose them in here, and then... I forgot to deploy the deployables. Oh, I'm such an idiot. It's fine. Oh, they've lost vision. Perfect. On the Onager. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the deployables aren't great. They're decent, but they're not great.
A tower has been destroyed.
Oh no, a tower's down. Whoa. I wonder if they're going to try and use the barricade, but yeah. I would definitely use the flaming shot. Did the cavalry get to the Onager? Oh no, they've been spotted. You know what? Just kill the cav first. Swoop up the cav. Or drop their numbers fast. Yeah, there we go, nice. Send one unit to go kill the Onager. Why are you not running? Run! Right, okay, anyway, how's this going? Okay. Testudo broken? How? Cav OP, I guess. Okay, so if you use Cav first, that breaks the Testudo wall, I guess. We're getting rid of the Onager, though. Even though we lose this fight, I don't think this is something we really care about, but just taking out the Onager and some of the Cav will just help a ton.
The enemy is upon us. They're at the walls.
Now we just go and kill these guys from the back. How's it going anyway? We're back into Testudo yet? I'd say we're holding pretty nicely for the time being. We've got some cav in advanced mode now. Control G to make sure they are in full run stance. Okay. I don't care that you're throwing spears, but I'm actually cavalry, so good luck with that. Right, any more archers to kill? Maybe over here?
God, give us strength.
We should win that. I'm assuming we win that. Run back out. And back in.
Advance at speed.
I guess one of the cav units decided they didn't want to have fun anymore.
Disbanding battle group. Come forward.
Okay, they're bringing some axemen around. Okay, I say we're holding pretty firm. Right, we don't need swordsmen here if they're not deciding to break down that. So let's go where it's letting a little bit like, yeah. Okay, German at Bowlands are very annoying. I'm not gonna lie, they don't seem to want to break with the cav. Is that... Oh, well, they're getting shot by flame arrows, so that's decent. Right, those are arcsmen, so I would say just... You know what? Screw this side, go to another side. That's probably a good idea right now. We want to sort of weaken, so head back into the forest, and let's go for the archers, because they're a clean target. They're probably causing a bit of damage. Right, shield wall! There we go, nice. I'd say, how would the Barnes powers be shifting right now? Well, we've killed about 400 of their units, and they've killed about 300 of mine, so it's pretty close. Okay, well, now we just head through the city, and we wipe out these archers, which are actually causing a bit of damage, so let's get them down. There's quite a lot of shit on here, and sometimes...
Keep him alive.
How is our general being attacked? Okay, so they're trying to snipe my general now. Cool. Actually, I need to bring the general over. Seems that we kind of probably have to do that. Anyway, how the cav doing? Ah, they're going for the good targets. Good. We're going to do the old mass route approach here. But first, we will kill some archers. I mean, I guess that's why, you know, these guys are a bit better equipped for dealing with cav, because they seem to just, you know, be able to chill out. But yes, these guys are going to set up behind in a defensive testudo, and they're going to just stay there. Perfectly fine. And we're going to murder some more archers while we're at it. Very nice. Clean, cooked, and ready for war. Aha, the numbers are dropping. That's what we like to see. It's going to really help our men count, you see. See, they're dropping now. I don't see how archers kill cav, but there you go. Is that pikeman? Look at this testudo. I love that these Romans are standing strong. Right, let's get these archers on this wall over here so they can start firing at these clumps. In fact, just come over here and fire. That'll do fine, I guess. Right, that's one dead. You know what I really love? The fact that the archers decided to run out and fight the cavalry. It's really remarkable that they did do that. But, you know, maybe next time, stand near your spearmen where you're kind of safe, where you'll be able to fire. One for the future there, Amiens, whatever you're called. 99, pretty decent. They just drop like flies. Well, I guess it's time that we did a little bit of mass routing. Maybe these cavalry may be able to mass rout the entire army. Then, well, we'll be golden then, won't we? Get off the barricade! I thought I already told you to move. So here we go. Have they noticed the horsemen charging at them? They have not. And they're about to get a nice hit from the cavalry. Now look at that. Little mouse rout kitting in. Oh, wait. These archers aren't dead. Maybe it's time to turn around and deal with them first. But that has made a little bit of a panic on this end. What I've noticed about Attila is if you cause a mass rout. Very easy to cause a mass rout in this game. In sieges. I guess tight choke points work. I guess. Anyway, we don't need to have that many horsemen chasing. I say we bring the other 2 horsemen back. And, you know, maybe we should try... Oh, wait, they're being smart about it. They brought 1 army of spearmen to try and combat the mass rout. You know what? Gotta give it to the AI there. Didn't think they had it in them. Now, that's a lot of axemen, so we do need to be careful here. Their general is here, so there may need concerns to worry. Hopefully not. Right, while the spearmen are running the other direction, this might be an opportunity to bring in the horsemen. And I think that's what we're going to do. Bring in the horsemen. Have they noticed? They have not. They're still running this way, which means they have not noticed. They have noticed. Abort mission. You know what? Maybe it is time. Maybe it's time to go around the other end and deal with axemen. There actually aren't any spearmen there. This could be really useful for the cav situation if we get them round, actually. We're probably going to have to move in the general now and bring a testudo. Here we go. Head right for the axeman. I'm going to try and just mass route this side. It's kind of the plan. With the archers and everything, just keep going in and out. So out, in, out, in. There we go. And again. Perfect. See, when you don't have spearmen, it's very easy to get them to rout. Because I don't have to worry about getting speared.
This is a shameful display.
Oh, they're holding there at the moment. That's perfectly fine. What we're trying to do is make sure they rout. Right, you know what? Bring all archers to this side now and just, I guess, try and do your best. But yes, I think it's time to bring over the general. Get a bit of inspiration going on this side now. Now that the cavalry are literally going to run down all of these axemen. There you go. Right, now let's bring them over. I love how the archers are running in. Literally have no way of fighting. But they're out of ammo, so they're going to have to. Make sure, but all this side mass routes. That's kind of what we want to do here. Yep, that's fine. Now, let's bring round the cavalry. Go down this way. I said this way. Cav, listen to me. Go the right way. There we go. You're understanding how to run. Good. Now attack. So we're bringing in the general, because this is going to really help morale. I think it will anyway. Morale is important here to winning. We also have some sword units that would really cope with this situation right now. Well, I'd say it's 50-50 at this point who's going to win. Allied men remaining 716. Enemy units remaining 918. But there is one thing that the enemy do not have, and that is horses, which they decided to run into spearmen at the start of the game. And this is how you mass rout an enemy. Under so much pressure that you have to keep hammer and anviling them until they realise that it's pointless to carry on because there's literally horses behind them. So you go in once, and then you go back in again. But obviously, you have to make sure you do this methodically and don't lose too many horses in the process. However, this is looking very victorious right now. That's more just routed. I think they're going to rout. I think we got this, boys. Back in again. There you go. Make sure those spears do not come out. When they are flying like that, they're not going to attack. So just go for it. Oh, the general is starting to run. That's good. Well, it looks like we got forward retreat on these guys now. Very nice. I mean, this spearman guy is trying to get his strength back, but it's obviously going to be not long until we do rout them completely. A little thing to watch out for is that spearman that is rallying, but to be honest with you, nope, that is enough to finish them off. The general probably just needs a charge in to get rid of him. 105 of skill around. Yeah, the generals are randomly OP, so you have to be careful with that regard. I'm going to send in the swordsmen to deal with their spears, because that will get those to run. And then I think that should make them run. And victory is ours. Well, I'd say this is going well. 2 victories against these invaders. It seems to be working well for us at the moment, but they have no fear because we are the Romans and we keep winning. for Rome's glory. And the Western Roman Empire will not fall this day. Heroic Defense. What can I say? Achievement unlocked. Heroic Defense. You know what? I'm starting to really like Attila now. Look at those kills on the Cav. The Cav in this game are stupid. And victory. Maybe it's a bit proheroic. We will take on the warriors. But hey, there you go. Probably going to send another army in now. Yep, okay. That's going to be great. Very nicely done. Lots of spears. Lots of things to... Now, this is a battle where I go... Yeah, yes. It's sort of like the battle where you decide that it's probably not going to go your way and accept that this is very pointless fighting again. So you go, hey, you auto it and you go, well, that's fun. They were all injured as well. There was no point. And we could have whittled them down a bit more, but no point. Of course, the ALAMANS are going to now attack here. More favorable fight. Going to fight it only because the balance of power is a little bit that way. And I know with this auto-resolve, it can be very dangerous. So, to the battlefield we go. There's a lot of battles today. And it's only 35 minutes into this campaign episode. So, let's keep going. But this is what we want. We want grudge fights, epic showdowns. And the same map again. This time I might use the deployables. For the cavalry, that is. Maybe a couple of spikes just to throw their cav off guard. Now, also, I need to be careful not to use too many spikes because if I can also kill my own cavalry in the process while doing it. It's a very simple battle, this, right? We know how it goes. We know the outcome of it. We know what's going to happen. Now, what I would actually suggest is instead of trying to set up here, which is probably an okay idea, we'd actually have more success if we set up further back. Now, what I mean by this is get 2 spares and defend this line here instead. Then there's less ground to cover. And then you get a defensive testudo. And then, of course, you get a defensive testudo in the same spot that we've been given a defensive testudo in for the past, I don't know. There you go. That's a general. Like I said, we can't have a general. Are we out of spares? There you go. Defensive testudo sorted. We have some cav at our disposal. They actually have more cav this time. In this situation, the cavalry is actually probably going to be better off inside the city at the back. They're only going from one side, I've noticed. So, because they're coming this way, I'm going to barricade this instead. Because what it will do is, it basically means that I don't have to worry about them coming from the back there. Now, what it also does, it does open a possibility flank if they do decide to come all the way round. And that's a possible issue, but I honestly don't think it's going to be too problematic. We just set up a swordman unit, hold it with a defensive testudo, and I'm sure we'll be fine. Right. The rest of the swordsmen are going to just line up, wait their attacking orders if there are any. And because that side is now barricaded, they can't get in this way. They can get round the back, however. And I only just noticed that. So what I am going to do is this little army unit here is going to hold this position there. These guys can do what the hell they want. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set up the archers so they can fire their arrows the best way they can. I've noticed archer fire in this game is not the greatest. I have noticed that quite a bit, actually. The archer firing in this game is par at best. But at the same time, not that much of an issue. And yeah, there we get our archers set up. Nice and neatly set up. Still got some units on the outside here. We don't want to clump up too much because that is a problem. But the whole point is just to make sure we're all inside. Apart from the cav, because the cav's going to be able to do something. We do have an extra spare unit. Okay, handy. Set him up there. Start the battle. Right, now it's very simple what we're going to have to do here. Stay in the trees hidden until further notice, I would say. Now we watch the enemy come in and see what they can actually do against the towers, first of all. Like I said, this battle is only fighting it because I want to keep my numbers up as we can. Imagine if the archers, the tower of the general, just killed the general straight away. I forgot to use the deployables again. They are like something I keep forgetting to use. I don't know why. It's something I always forget to use. There you go. Okay, so it turns out that the cavalry are being very stupid, and I'm going to charge the defensive to stone a wall. Sure, that will work out really well for them. They tried a cav charge, and as predicted, it failed. Let's get ourselves a bunch of flaming arrows, because they're just the best in the game, I guess. As predicted, their cavalry is going to try and attack, but it's not going to very much succeed. Charging into a lot of spears is never the way forward. As I can now see the cav moving around the back, I'm actually going to move the spearmen over to this side, so they can defend the onslaught that are constant cav attacks. Again, like, you're not getting through this, and then they've got a shield wall ready behind just in case you are ready for this. In fact, I'm actually going to move in some more troops on this side because they have decided to really go on this side for some reason. Oh, the arrow's actually doing a bit of damage. I like to see that. Finally, some good shots from the archers. Only that's actually happening for once. Well, let's change it up with a bit of flaming shot. There we go. Oh, beautiful shots there. Beautiful. So they're trying to snipe my general again, are they? Well, you know what? This is where the cav come in and say hey-ho to your plans. And just stop, you know, maybe just stop trying to charge my general all the time. Does help. I have noticed that this side is getting a little bit clumsy. It's probably time to pull back the archers. Because you know what? Probably not a bad idea right now. Pull them back. Then moving some more swordsmen, I would say. A lot more swordsmen on this side is going to be needed, it looks like. Did just charge into spears, so probably should pull back there. Or, you know what? I've got an even better idea. Just ignore the spearmen altogether and go for the other archers. You know, the ones that are undefended. You see, look, just ignore the spearmen. There you go. Nice and easy. Into the archers we go. And what a surprise, they are starting to run. Who knew that cavalry against archers would always go very much in the favour of the cavalry? Yeah, just drop this unit. Literally drop it. This not even close. Just drop the unit. 78 remaining. Easy. Ah, the cav are coming to intervene, are they? Right, let's deal with that real quick. 50 cavalry versus 100, 200 odd cavalry. I can tell you who's going to win this round. And there you see. Very easy. Are they trying to run through? What on earth is going on? Who's that guy that's just like running through my troops like it's no biggie? Ah, what's a surprise? The cavalry that were outnumbered a lot by the horsemen lost. This isn't Warhammer, guys. You don't just win if you have demogryphs. You know, like I said, you never win if you have demogryphs. But like I said, demogryphs are just not a good unit, okay? But we're not talking about demogryphs. We're not playing Warhammer right now. We're playing historical Attila. This is exactly how battles go in the Roman times. Especially when barbarians come to invade. The Romans just wait in the trees and wait for the armies to approach, then head out of the trees to then murder all units that randomly just don't see the horses coming, and then they all mass rout. And that seems to be the case quite a bit here. I've noticed that they're still not dead, so do not get off their targets because we need to destroy them. Imagine that's what we should do. There you go. Now let's move our attention to the archers that have actually been smart this time and are actually with the army this time. Maybe they've finally learned their lesson. Maybe they did. They finally... Honestly, I feel like deployables just get in the way. But these last two fights without deployables, I've actually been more satisfied than without them using the damn things. I'm not killing my cav with my own spikes. I guess it kind of works out well, I guess. No, pardon. It's down to the actual fighting then, instead of the barricades. But to be honest with you, I don't mind a bit of deployables. I probably will use more. And a mass rout is happening. There we go. The archer fire is actually causing a lot of damage for once. That was giving the archers too much credit, I guess. I guess these guys do have some good fire on them. Look at that. Woo! Ah, friendly fire is just the best. And now we are just hunting down all of their troops that are trying to run. You know what? Because why go for the thing that's going to kill you when you can get free kills on spearmen that are running? Seems like a really smart move. Not lie. Maybe it's time to take out the archers that are also still firing their slingers. But by the way, these slingers won't do any damage because, yeah, slingers. And if you've ever played Warhammer and played as the Skaven, slingers really never do any damage. And it looks like they've not learned here in Rome. The slingers are just a terrible idea. And throwing rocks at people doesn't really kill them. It just injures them a little bit. They don't even feel it sometimes. I've had stones thrown at me. Yeah, it hurts. But you're still going to fight. It just hurts. That's all it does. It doesn't do much. It just hurts. Right? It just hurts. And I guess that's the main thing. So, the bulk of this barbarian invasion of these Armans lost most fights unless they sent like 5 armies. It's safe to say that as long as the Romans have 1 full stack, they can't break through. Might know my way around this now. The general is deciding to still fight, but the amount being maidily outnumbered is quite impressive. But I feel like my horsemen have had enough, because they're going to do a little thing to the general that I like to call, you know, how about, surprise, motherfucker. Here they come. There's the full charge now. Back turn into the back of them. And what a surprise there. Oh, the general's still holding firm, I see. Is it because of these archers, these men throwing fucking rocks? Like I said, throwing rocks doesn't win you battles. How many times have I said this? Literally throwing rocks. They're literally throwing rocks when I have actually skilled archers firing at them. Can anyone tell me who's going to win that? That's clearly going to be the man with the rock, isn't it? So okay. Well, I love these hurlers with your rock-throwing power. They're actually fighting with the tiniest swords I have ever seen. Look how small. They're like knives. And you're against cavalry. It's never going to go well. You did wonder where the barbarians like strategize their invasion. Right, the Romans are going to have cavalry. They're going to have probably some archers, some spearmen, some swordsmen. I know! I'll bring rocks to throw at people. Yes, that's always going to work. To be fair, these rock-throwing bastards just will not retreat. They seem to have very much morale, I guess. Yep. Yeah! Rock-throwing! Woo! Oh, look. It hit my shield. So imagine a big Roman shield and imagine a little stone being thrown at it. What do you think's going to happen? Nothing. Now, a flaming arrow? That's a different story. But for some reason, these guys that throw bloody rocks will not run. They refuse for some reason to run. There we go. More cav charges to finish you guys off. Gotta say, I've enjoyed both of these battles, but I feel like this is the funniest of the lot. Just trying to deal with these rock-throwing annoyances. Even though I've probably not lost many units to them. It's pretty funny. Well, you see that? Throwing rocks. It doesn't work, does it? I don't know how this general is still surviving, but I've had enough of it. These cavalry are dealing with a problem right now. In fact, I will send in my general. Literally will send in my general myself to deal with this. Well, I'm ready for this. General, it's time you died. I guess it's like the one unit that actually, you know, wants to fight to the death, I guess. Okay, 3 charges in one go. 1, 2, 3. Numbers drop. 109, 1010. Did the Rockmen seriously come back? Right. I know you guys don't do any damage, but you're sort of keeping the general around. So just please, for the love of God, get out of here. Have I still got ammo? It's kind of incredible, actually, that I still have ammo. Do the archers even do anything? Does range even do anything in this game? Because I'm going to be honest, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing much range doing that much damage there.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
I mean, this... I'm not going to lie, man. This is insane. This general is playing the work of God right now. How many charges can this guy take? Man, that was a good charge. That's got to get him dead, right? No, this guy, he's invincible. I mean, every time we do charge in, it does actually work. Okay, finally he's starting to run. Incredible, though. Hats up to this general. Hats up to this Armenian general that thinks he can actually win against all of these Romans. Hats off to that, but unfortunately, another victory into the Roman Empire. And, of course, we still hold all of Gaul. And you know what? I like that. Another barbarian invasion set backwards. Do any of them burn? And it doesn't really matter. End the battle. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the battles against the ALAMANS. The ALAMANS, should I say. They really tried their best, but unfortunately, it didn't go too well for them. And, again, another victory for the Roman Empire. Well, the Western Roman Empire. We managed to hold back these amazing forces of constant attacks. Another attack inbound. We got a lot of wars this episode. Ah, look. Now, I have a look at that, and it's just another... It's a lot of people throwing rocks at me with a bunch of spears and one cavalry unit versus pretty decent Roman garrison. Again, this is winnable. I am going to fight this. Because if we win this, we kill this faction off. So it's going to die. It's just a fighting episode, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say? Fighting episodes are the best. Don't get much progress, but we get to see some epic action. So this is going to be the first battle that I am going to skip for you guys. So I am going to basically go end the record. But I just give you an idea of what happened in this battle. I lost my cavalry, but it looks like I'm just about to win just because I have archers and they don't. I feel like that. I was giving archers a lot of stick, but actually they're doing a lot of work this game. They're pinning down the enemy pretty nicely, as you can see. And I'm just into pseudo mode with the general marching orders. And it's looking like I'm going to win this because, well, I got a great charge to kill the cavalry off here, but it worked because it caused a mass rout, which is what we wanted. And then on this side, as you can see, they just can't. I just cannot be stopped. I'm too good. And I used no deployables again. I didn't even need deployables. I can't run him down. There's no point. So end the battle. And there you go. There's another battle fought. That one was, obviously, I skipped it for you guys because it was basically the same battle again that you've seen so many times. So I didn't want to bore you with the details there. I just had to fight it because I had to fight it. But there we go. Another victory for me. And they're on their jolly way home.
At your command.
Now they're obviously... We do need to kill them. Oh, the dupes are coming. So if you don't know about Britannia, it's looking very, very much dire situation at the moment here. Okay, we're on the Huns now. It's not looking good for the Eastern Roman Empire, though. They're getting a bit fucked. Oh, a battle that I probably can auto-resolve. Yeah, this is an auto-resolve battle for sure. I'll give this an auto-resolve. Because I feel like I don't need to fight this. Because it's kind of winnable. Anyway. And we fought too many battles already. I honestly feel like I could have done better, though. Can we get to the end of the turn now without any more wars? No, of course we can't. We got Egyptians to fight. And this is going to be tricky. Now, I don't know how good Egyptians are. It's just spearmen! It is just spearmen. That is all it is. It is literally just spearmen. Alright guys, well, you know what? Because this episode's been so long, we got to end it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to like, rate, make sure to subscribe. A battle infuriated episode. If you want battle infuriated episodes, that was one. That was non-stop action. I'm still on the same turn. That's insane. But there you go. That's what kind of happens sometimes with this campaign. But yes, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.